Hi, I'm Pielma. The topic that came to me for today are the words inspired intention. And I saw 222 on my watch, so to me, it's saying we're aligned. It has to do with our journey in spiritual awakening. Our angels, our guides, cannot intervene in our journey because God has given us free will. We are created with free will, and therefore we can move forward in spiritual awakening when we exercise this free will. I am speaking from my own truth. You may or may not resonate with it. That's okay. The only intention of this video is to set up a mirror that might be helpful to someone who's going through the spiritual awakening. By the way, the channel is basically a secret channel as of now because it's not yet promoted. There are just a handful of people who know about this, but because I'm just trying this out and this is in preparation for future endeavors, but I always find it inspiring to receive emails talking about their stories, and in that I'm able to share a more personalized mirror that tends to help the person, and my joy is to hear feedbacks about their own progress. And that's my only wish, that more and more people will be able to experience the payoff, because I know it's difficult. This journey is very difficult, but the payoff is also immeasurable, priceless. If there's anything that we can do in this lifetime, this is incomparable. So if you'd like to send me an email, you can get in touch with me at pielmadisecond@gmail.com. You don't have to use your real name unless you're my friend, then I would prefer that you will. Okay, so let's get on with it. Let's first clarify the word intention. When we make an intention, we are expressing a wanting. When it's clear to us what we want, then we're making a choice. If I say my choice is B, this is what I want, then we're exercising free will. We're not putting it out there like it's up to God or it's up to the universe. In this journey, it's very important that we go through it consciously, that we exercise our free will, because our journey is our journey. Nobody can do it for us. If we believe that we are infinite beings, and therefore this is not the only lifetime that we have, we've had other lifetimes, and these lifetimes are continuous, and there's a purpose for each lifetime. And so our infinite being, our soul, knows about it. All you have to do is ask, make an intention, so the universe can move. Your will is my command. The challenge is to be able to catch inspired intentions. I'm saying the word catch because inspiration emerges when we practice meditation at least daily. Then the mind becomes silent enough to be able to listen and therefore catch the words or ideas when we're doing our regular, even household chores, or when we're busy doing something that the mind becomes blank and an inspiration comes. Or it could be an answer to a question. I would silence myself and try to empty my mind so that whatever comes in makes you feel, it delights you, it makes you smile, or it inspires you, so that even if it's difficult, even when you're in doubt of whether you can do it or not, but you have a sense of certainty that it's an inspired idea. That's what you're being asked to do. When we catch it and make it an intention, then we're following our soul. It's not an intention that comes from ego out of ambition to show people that I'm this or that, or to prove even to myself that I'm this or that. When something scares you, and this is what we want when it's a longing. So when we make that an intention, we are cooperating with our soul. For example, the general experience of this week for me has been that of a lot of dancing, a lot of smiling, a lot of tears of joy, a lot of giggle even. I've made a schedule to devote 5 hours per day on a project, and just last Friday it was almost 3 hours in the morning and 5 hours straight from 3 o'clock all the way to 8 p.m. Just focused. I forgot about the time. And after that, I was not even tired. I was tired, but, happy tired. And when I turned on the radio, it seemed to align with what I was feeling. The music was a dance music, so I just danced for a long time until I became tired. It was just happy. And then I noticed a video with the title, it's a tarot reader, and her title for my sign said, Entering Bliss. I remembered that at the beginning of the week, I actually asked, I would like to experience bliss. And I was smiling when I said that. So that explained why I was experiencing this joy that I couldn't explain. I just enjoyed it. When I look back at the first stages, before the dark night of the soul, I had this longing, wanting so much to be healed from my childhood wounds. Because I noticed that anywhere I go, there's this cycle that keeps coming back. And it made me understand that it came from experience of the past. And I had to go back to the root of that. So I wanted to be healed. I didn't know how it will happen, but then it did. I've shared that experience in one of previous videos. And then after that, I thought it was over. I followed an urge to write a poem. And this poem was called Second Chance. That's when a very long poem came out. One day, while I was scanning my journals and the poems, wondering how I started with this journey, because if I look back, I've been, it's just like 1 year or so, and I feel that I have experienced so much, and the change is so, from sadness to happiness, from anger to peace. That's a lot. And then I noticed this stanza. This is the last stanza of the intuitive poem called Second Chance. And I realized that I made an intention. When I wrote that poem, I made an intention. It's a poem that had 7 stanzas, 7 lines in every stanza, and 7 words in every line. And it says, back with you, I long for more, to be cleansed and become like you. This is what I wanted, with kindness, compassion, patience, love, mercy, humility. In the dark night of the soul and through the stages, I've been confronted with situations that challenged me to be kind, to be compassionate. Yet someone not fooled by shadows within, that we're no longer naive about people, that we see and acknowledge that every person is good, but every person has a shadow, and that I should be aware of that and not judge, because that's also in me. I also have my light and I also have my shadows, and we're all in a journey. Who sees the truth, reaching out still, not judging, staying true to self, obedient to you. This, I understood, is obedient to my soul, to submit to the plan. Let me be child reborn and awakened. at this point when I was writing this, I wasn't even aware about spiritual awakening. It was through a tarot reader that I came to know about the idea of spiritual awakening. We cannot plan our journey of spiritual awakening, but we can decide when to move forward by asking, by setting an intention. Thank you for listening. If you're interested in more intuitive poems, there's a book that I just published. It has 75 channeled poems. There are links below in the description box. Feel free to check it out. If the videos are helpful to you, do share it with someone that it will be helpful to. It's like helping others while helping yourself. Okay, that's it for now. Hope to be with you again next week. Bye. Have a great day.